Building a compliant business. Everybody loves to build a business because that's the only way to become successful. But is it a compliant business? We can build a business as big as we want to, but if it is not compliant, if we don't do what compliance wise, that business is going to come crumbling down just like a sandcastle because the foundation of that business is not as strong as should be. Um, but it's not moving. Okay, so there are three stages to build a compliant business. One is search, evaluation, second, and execution. The search. We are in a business of searching people who will become our business partners, who we want to show them, give them the opportunity to build a big business as they can build, and the entire foundation of that is built on the compliant and is dependent upon whom you have in your team. So to look for those people who can see eye to eye with you and on that topic is what you're looking for, and our recruiting model has given us that opportunity to find those people. Um, Still, go back. Find individuals who share the same values of honesty, hard work, and motivation as you. Help them envision their capabilities as your upline did with you. Because remember my upline who brought me to this business, Bhupinder Chima. I I think he is one of the most compliant people when it comes to helping the clients, and that's what he instilled in me. And the evolution, get involved in your team's progress. When you're helping your team become successful, make sure that they are doing it properly, building it properly, because this industry um, is so open that for us to make those kind of mistakes by creating shortcuts, and you need to let that uh, be as far away from you as possible so that you don't cut into shortcuts, because a shortcut can get you to that destination, but how long is that destination going to be? How long can you keep on cutting shortcuts? So when I have somebody in my team or in my business, especially in my agency, this is what I've told them. This is what I've instilled in them, that when you are talking to them, make sure you tell them that this is the most compliant business that they are getting into. There is nothing more compliant than this. So want to make sure we don't go run after the numbers, but we make sure we run after the people who are gonna work honestly with dignity, and make sure it's your responsibility to ensure that agencies correcting and correctly implementing your training into their business. Execution. So we make mistakes, but we need to be ready to make changes if our training methods are if we notice constant mistakes in our trainings, right? So we need to make sure that we do it the right way. Though constant communication, educate your team on how to replicate these steps so that they can make their business compliant as well. So, for example, I'm keep talking compliant, compliant, compliant. What's compliant? So, when we are talking, we're sitting down with a client, sometimes because our especially as full-time, some because our income is totally dependent on this company, on this business, we tend to make little little compromises, which we shouldn't, because we are working with the client's money, right? So when it comes to client, make sure you do the right thing. And how do you do the right thing? The first and most important thing is, and that is your best friend in this business, is your client notes. Make sure anything everything that you talk about, you write down on a piece of paper, and at the end, make sure, go over it with the client, make sure they sign it. All your client notes. I know we do reason why letter. I know we do advisor disclosure. Good. But anything that you write with your own hands while you're sitting down with the client is what's going to help you if God forbid one day there's a complaint against you. The only thing that's going to help you there is your client notes. Do not, and this is what I instill in my team, do not oversell just one product. We are so trained into each and every product that we shouldn't be afraid of mentioning those to our clients. Don't build your business just on one product. Can you stand on one leg forever? You can't, right? You gotta have two legs. And any furniture, you gotta have four legs to stand on, right? So you gotta make sure that you do not just upsell one product. And then when you instill your what's that word now? When you instill your what you know about compliance, I forgot that word. Sorry, guys, my English is getting bad these days. I need to go back to school. But when you instill your what you believe the compliance in your team, and they do exactly what you told them to do, and as an executive director, especially, you want to make sure that in your agencies, SM, SFA, or whatever, when they're submitting business, they are not submitting business without you checking it. Because remember, if it's your business and those people are still learning, make sure as an executive director, it's your duty to what your team submits, it goes through you first. And if there's an error, you can fix it before it goes to the insurance company or investment company, especially when it comes to investment. And we use leverage strategies. Make sure that every T is crossed and every I is crossed, because when regulators come audit you, you are considered almost terminated until proven innocent. Usually it's innocent until proven guilty, but when it comes to regulators, you are guilty until proven innocent, and that does not affect you only, it affects all the other advisors in that same office, because the regulator is going to think if you're doing this thing, others are doing the same thing also. So a lot of them can also get audited. And so that we don't get into that, you as an executive director, make sure your executive directors and your advisors are doing what is compliant. And then the end result is this. This is the team of most compliant people you'll ever find. And they can sleep nicely at night thinking that they are there and their business is there for long term. And if you're building your business at the end, automatically you'll build it with integrity, work with honesty, and then you can create your legacy. Because no compliant, no business, there's no legacy. So my time is up. Thank you very much, guys. Really appreciate it.
Hey, if you like this video or any of the other videos that I have on my channel, stay tuned. We have so many more coming, but I want to make sure that you're in the know, that you know when they're coming. So please subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and make sure you hit the notification bell.